Let me tell you a story that will blow your mind. It's a tale of magic, mystery, and the unexpected twists of fate that can change lives forever. Smith was just your average, kind-hearted man. He lived in a quaint village where everyone knew each other and life was simple and peaceful. Smith was known for his generosity and his willingness to help anyone in need. But one day, on his walk home from the market, fate stepped in. It was a day like any other, with the sun shining brightly and the birds singing in the trees. Smith had just finished his shopping and was carrying bags full of fresh produce. There it was, a mysterious, shiny knife lying on the roadside, almost calling out to him with an otherworldly energy. It was unlike any knife he had ever seen, with intricate designs etched into the blade and a handle that seemed to glow with a faint magical light. Intrigued and a bit wary, Smith picked it up and took it home, storing it in an almirah. The next day, Smith's wife, Sarah, discovered the knife and used it to cut vegetables for dinner. She was immediately struck by its sharpness and the ease with which it sliced through even the toughest of vegetables. But something unbelievable happened. The vegetables doubled in quantity. As she cut, the pieces seemed to multiply before her eyes, filling the cutting board with an abundance of fresh produce. Astonished, she showed Smith, and together they realized they had stumbled upon something extraordinary. They couldn't believe their eyes and spent hours experimenting with the knife, watching in awe as it continued to produce more and more food. News of the magical knife spread like wildfire through their village. People were amazed and curious, eager to see the knife for themselves and witness its incredible powers. Smith and his family started using it to help others, generously sharing the bountiful produce. They would cut vegetables and fruits, and the knife would multiply them, allowing them to feed many more people than they ever could before. Their kindness and the knife's magic quickly earned them the community's respect and admiration. People began to look up to them, not just for the food they provided, but for their selflessness and generosity. Soon people began to call Smith the Knife Master, and his family became renowned for their generosity and warm-hearted nature. They were celebrated and honored, and their home became a place of gathering and joy.
Marcus, a wise monk, had dedicated his life to protecting ancient artifacts. His knowledge of the knife's history was unparalleled. He had been a mentor to many, including Smith's father, John. His role was crucial in guiding the guardians of the knife. Understanding the knife's potential and dangers, Marcus had vowed to ensure it never fell into the wrong hands. His connection to Smith's family was deep, having shared many secrets and responsibilities. Marcus leaned in, his eyes reflecting the flickering candlelight. "Marcus is a monk. Smith," he whispered, "your father, John, was a guardian of great power. The magical knife he wielded wasn't just a tool. It was a beacon of hope." Smith's heart raced as Marcus continued. "When David stole the knife, darkness befell your family. The community suffered and your father's name was tarnished." Marcus's voice grew solemn. "This knife holds the power to create or destroy. Your father used it wisely, bringing prosperity, but in the wrong hands, it can wreak havoc." Smith's eyes widened as Marcus shared his own connection to the knife, revealing ancient secrets and mystical knowledge. "Remember," Marcus warned, "with great power comes great responsibility. Use it wisely or face the dire consequences." As Marcus finished, Smith felt the weight of this revelation.
Smith was obsessed with his family's past and a magical knife cloaked in mystery. He needed answers, and those answers lay with his father's old friend, EU. After a long and arduous journey, Smith found EU in a remote village. There, the truth began to unravel. The knife had been stolen, and with it a piece of his family's soul. EU shared harrowing tales of loss and survival, revealing the cruelty of a man named David and his impact on their once thriving community. Yet, amidst the sorrow, a bond formed. Together, Smith and EU embarked on a quest to uncover the knife's secrets, encountering allies and enemies alike. Each step of their journey revealed hidden strengths and newfound abilities. As they delved deeper, they realized the true power wasn't in the knife itself, but within them.
Joneses stumbled upon his father's old diary, the yellowed pages whispering secrets of a magical knife that held untold power. Consumed by ambition and greed, Joneses hatched a daring plan to steal the knife and dominate the community. With a band of armed men, he crept into Smith's house under the cloak of darkness, but Smith's security was ready. Chaos erupted as guards fought fiercely. Clashing swords and echoing cries filled the night. In the pandemonium, Joneses seized the knife, its ancient magic pulsing in his grip. Then, Smith's family returned. The battle intensified, blood, sweat, and determination fueling the fight. EU, Smith's fiercest warrior, stood against Joneses, determined to protect both Smith and the knife. Blows were exchanged, lives were lost, and as the struggle raged on, it became clear. Joneses would stop at nothing to claim the knife's power.
EU's life was cut short by a magical knife. As he fell, Joneses clutched his head in agony. A curse taking hold. Smith remembered Marcus's warning: the knife must never touch blood or be used for killing. Or the wielder would go mad, their family doomed to poverty, their lineage to extinction. Jones's actions sealed his fate, and that of his family. Grief-stricken and furious, Smith vowed justice. The community, scarred but resilient, rallied around him. Together, they rebuilt, healing old wounds. Driven by EU's memory, Smith started a school for poor children. Determined to use the knife's power for good, the curse loomed, but so did hope. Smith's quest wasn't just for justice, it was to break the curse and restore balance.